The fun of needing to set up Oh, right, I'm supposed to send that. Oh, hello. I was about to stream Chinese waifu game.
Yes, I figured as much.
People don't normally show up. Yay, a person.
Oh, I'm here just to annoy you, not actually watch the stream.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, you're audible for anyone who somehow watches this travesty.
You usually get a few viewers.
If they happen to notice, basically.
Hmm.
I wish I could fix the bot's auto announce. Broken. Okay. I guess that's everything. Oh, I should have started the game.
Well, yeah, that would help. But you stream to Twitch, so it should notify anyone who's following you.
Yeah, it should.
You got like
Uh,
4 of those people.
my concern and the why I said, "Oh, I should have started the game," is there's a chance that it won't, that I forgot to run OBS in admin.
That would do it.
So
I
we'll
forget
find
to
out.
switch my audio driver whenever I uh, put on my headset. That's why I joined and left and came back. I had to switch audio
I
drivers.
didn't even. I only just barely happened to notice you. Although if you said something, I would have heard you, and then I would have just had to have hit this button on my keyboard. It's glowing green to mute or unmute you. Okay. See
I
if
still
this
had to
works.
fix my audio driver because it was going to my laptop, not my headset.
I've got a convoluted setup, but it's nowhere near as convoluted as yours from the sounds of it.
No, I have a wireless headset and Windows, and I switch back and forth between the headset and the speakers. And if I have it on the
Oh.
speakers, Discord goes to the speakers, and the laptop's built-in microphone
Oh,
works as
that
shit.
that microphone array is always something.
Yeah, so I just have to make sure that I click over to the right one because Windows 10 is fun like that.
I think I actually need to turn you up now because I've redone my audio a bit.
So what?
So my mic was always quiet on streams.
I can't hear you. Did you
I
do
hate
something to
you.
your audio?
I
It
hate
took
you
you
so
long enough.
much. No, that's not where I did the audio change anyway. I did it in OBS. I finally put a noise gate on it, um, so it doesn't pick up small noises, and then I boosted it in OBS a bit, put a little bit of compression on it too. So I actually register where I should on OBS, which is nice. The ducking still works as well. I have ducking set up for game audio.
We'll duck you too.
Um, okay. Let's see if it captures the game or not. That's going to be the real question. And if I have to restart or not. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. We're spraying.
Yeah, whenever I stream, I have to do a couple things to get it set up. I have to. I've made it a short list. Like, I'm going to get done faster and faster, but I need to um, make sure that that when I run OBS, I run it from this one shortcut that runs it with the debug port open. Because that's what I need to inject JavaScript into the chat widget that I use. Because I have a JavaScript I wrote that fixes the Discord emoji so they actually work. And then I need to make sure I'm running the audio repeater so that I can hear you in case someone shows up.
Hmm. Some besides me, some more interesting, more attentive.
I wonder if I could. So, have you ever used the streaming in Discord before?
A little bit, not seriously. It's usually okay, but it really craps out if you try to stream VR.
Oh, I haven't tried it with VR. My Genshin is doing that weird thing it does where it decides we're going to take forever to start.
I can't believe you're still playing that, man.
It's pretty good.
I should hope so. Buddy of mine talked me into getting Dyson Sphere Simulator. Now I can't stop. Please help.
I'll have to get that and try that. The
Have you
thing
tried
about
Factorio or Satisfactory?
I still avoided starting, but I know that they're waiting for me. Um, the thing with Genshin is that they seem to just not give a shit on some things. I've noticed, like the Wind Trace event. They give you a little like title for the session, and I discovered that if you bait a hunter a few times, it gives you the title of Master Baiter. The game just doesn't care, and I like that because so many things care so much now.
I suppose so. It's still cringe though.
Listen, some of the characters. Okay, so the the little cat girl, which is annoying. She is a bartender. She serves mixed drinks, and her entire purpose is trying to destroy the alcohol industry by making the worst drink in existence. But she has some sort of like Greek comedy tragedy thing going on where no matter what she makes, everyone likes it.
I think you've talked about this
I
before.
told you that one. Okay. They just, her father's a drunk, everything. So like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a little bit
Yeah.
depressing, actually. Um, they
Oh,
just
indubitably.
they added a new character who their backstory is that they're oh good, it's capturing. Okay,
I
switch it over.
need. Is this a PG stream?
Um, I mean technically,
Okay. I
I
will
mean,
restrain myself
I mean
then.
on D Live it's set family friendly, but that's D Live.
I will restrain myself.
Uh, it's not a child stream or anything. Like I was gonna swear and thing, probably incidentally.
Well, the only thing going on here is the
Ah,
kitty choir. Say hi to the internet, Velcro.
I knew I forgot something. Got
Your
to grab
cat
my
emojis.
controller. Just a sec.
Ah. Oh, I meant to tell you. Screw you. Okay. No.
Okay, there we go. So I
Yeah,
play
screw
this.
you. I got a Steam controller because of you.
I was going to say I play this thing with the Steam controller, but because it's admin, I don't want to run Steam as admin. I have to use Glosk. Although Glosk has been outmoded now. There's now instead of global Steam controller, there's now global Steam input, which is a nice little tool. I click this.
Uh,
Basically, what Glosk does is you put a shortcut in Steam for it. You give it whatever the title of the game is. It can be configured to launch the game when you run it, and it creates a dummy render target for Steam, and it takes the inputs that are Xbox controller inputs from the Steam overlay, and it maps them to a VGM virtual gamepad Xbox controller. So whatever game or whatever you're using that doesn't like Steam, uh, it basically runs the inputs over to the virtual controller so that that game can see it. So it just works somewhat transparently. There's some nice stuff it does for rendering, although Glossy's better for that, but I'm not using that. So I don't have any of the fancy render stuff. I don't use the radio menus and stuff anyway for this. So you're unhappy with me for causing you to get a Steam controller?
yep.
Why? What's wrong with
Absolutely nothing. That's the problem.
it? The problem is they're
It's
discontinued.
yeah. It's pretty nifty. But I can understand why they discontinued it.
Yeah, well, actually, it might have had something to do with scuff.
Let me rephrase. I can understand why people didn't really use it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like some people use it almost exclusively. Actually, it's if you have some sort of issue with your hands, it's actually a surprisingly good controller. Like if you have an RSI issue or damaged
Yes.
tendons or something, it actually works incredibly well for that. I'm actually the
I'm not
control.
much of a controller user, so that's just me.
Ironically, I'm not either, but you wouldn't believe the huge pile of controllers I have here.
Yes, I would. I know you.
Okay, let me try something. What happens if I click this button?
You're the guy who backwards engineered an N64 game for fun.
Well, only a little bit. Okay,
But yeah, I would absolutely believe that the pilot controllers.
Discord might restart for a second. Let me find out. Okay, no, it didn't. It's good.
Cool.
So, in theory, I am now sharing the game video on Discord as well.
It says you're live.
If you click on the voice channel itself,
I can see the game.
you should see the game. And the nice thing about this is that when it works, you actually get the game's audio with its own volume slider.
Yep.
Now, I've tried to do this for several games and had it not work, which made me very sad.
It seems to be a little temperamental in games.
Yeah, if it doesn't work well, let me know because I don't want because I'll.
I'm on my laptop, so I only have one monitor, so I've got my game open.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think it only streams if someone's actually looking at it. I'm not 100% sure of that though.
You'd have to check the bandwidth on your end.
Uh,
I have noticed that I don't have any noticeable performance issues when I'm streaming to an empty room.
I've been having a hell of a problem with my ISP right now.
Who's your ISP?
Spectrum. So I think it's the modem actually. I have to restart the modem before I stream, or my up is under a megabit. But if I restart the modem, my up is like 7 megabits. It's supposed to be 10.
Add Astra.
I've never been happy with Spectrum personally.
It's all we got here, at least right now.
Remind me where that is.
Rural Alabama.
Alabama.
I'm in Alabama. We're supposed to get fiber this year.
Come on. Eat the titanium, bigot. Oh, wait.
What are you doing?
I'm playing Dyson Sphere Simulator. Dyson Sphere Program. Excuse me.
And you're eating titanium? Or you're forcing someone to?
No, I'm talking to my inanimate object. The assembly machine.
Okay.
God, what kind of crazy person makes somebody eat titanium?
I don't know. A mob hit?
Fair enough.
So, they just released, on the last set of banners was this character here. Actually, they released 2. This one. What?
Fuck. I did something I didn't mean to. Please.
Anyway,
sorry.
This character, Shanshi, however you say this, their backstory is kind of sad, and yet I'm surprised the game went there funny at times. So she got her mother was sick or something, so her father sacrificed her to the remnants of a dead god to try to heal the mother, and the mother died anyway. And the father hung himself, and this character, as a little girl, ends up in a cave with a knife fighting the reanimated corpse of a dead god for like 7 days or something. And that's the start of her backstory.
Like a good time.
And the town basically falls apart. Did I just walk through it? Oh wow! I managed to perfectly walk through a fence by accident.
Can't catch me.
Then she one of the adepti finds her. It's a giant bird. Those are basically like demigods or gods or whatever, like the lower tier. Find her and decide to raise her or whatever. So then eventually she returns to human society at some point because the bird's like, "Look, you gotta go see some people." And the first time you encounter her, there's like some contest to get something done or something, and she, some people are like saying like, basically they're trying to get money out of her for something, And you bring the Millilith over, the police over, and all that. You're like, whatever. And you meet her and you talk to her, and she's like, "Oh, I could have solved that problem myself. So I imagine that it would have stopped if I smashed his head into the ground a couple times." It's like, you can't do that.
That's not allowed.
There's laws here. And then the immediate response is, laws? What are those? You go on to find out that apparently she's like the something of destruction, and she has like some sort of impulse control problems or something, where she has some insatiable bloodlust for killing. It's like, what is this character? They're so all over the place with the characters. Like, there's Bennett here. He's an adventurer who's so unlucky that he keeps getting hurt, and when his like idle animation thing, or when you go into the settings, he's like adventure team assemble or something like that. He does like that anime pose thing, and there's supposed to be like other people that show up behind them. You know what I mean? No one shows up, and it just plays the sound of like a wind blowing, and then he just looks dejected and sad. I don't know. I think they're funny. We rebuilt a flying building called the Jade Palace that got destroyed because we had to drop it on a god. God of the Vortex.
There's a lot of gods in this game. That
Oh yeah, there's a shit ton.
that just keep getting themselves killed. Shitty
Gods are basically any significantly high enough tier elemental entity. So we rebuilt the Jade Chamber gets rebuilt. And then immediately, Osile, the god of the vortex, his wife pops up. And it's like, wait, he had a wife? It just immediately, it's like, oh yeah, we knew this was going to happen, and you had to fight that. And it's like, what? The battleship is firing the ballistas at the thing. The giant flying Jade Palace flies over. You're like, I thought we were just rebuilding this because the rich woman wanted to have her flying building back. Then you have to kill Osile's wife, or at least make her run away. Actually, she doesn't die. It's very hard to kill a god.
Did you ever play Infinity Blade?
No.
That was a really good one, but I can't really talk about it without spoiling it. The story thing.
I had to figure out what the heck to do with my daily resin in this game, because I got
resin the premium currency.
No, it's the daily fuel. So killing bosses and doing a certain collection tasks requires resin, and you get 160 cap on it, and it automatically accumulates over time.
Sounds like Arcage's labor system.
Probably exactly.
No, the labor system is used for crafting. It's not used for tasks. It's not an energy system like a mobile game.
Oh, this has a lot of the this thing has tons of different materials for the crafting, but there's nothing really limit. I think I hear a cat.
There are two of them.
Are they talking to each other?
They're trying to. They're demanding food.
Oh. I have a cat now.
One is tiny, and of course you do. And the higher pitched one is Velcro. Richie's over here being polite.
Can't catch me.
Well, I mean, I might have a cat now, but I mean, the cat's a mile away.
Oh, is it an outdoor cat?
Yes, it's in my barn. I own a barn. I own land. There's cotton growing on it. Or there was cotton growing on it. It's been harvested now.
You gotta work it, or is you one of those people who can pay other people to do it?
Well, actually, right now it's an agreement with my neighbor, who's a farmer. It's going to be fun figuring the taxes out, but basically they're helping maintain the land and do improvements, and in exchange they're farming on it for the product, at least for now.
Probably easier just to do a lease agreement and pay the guy.
Well...
and then have him... He pays you for the land, you pay him for the work, and it evens
Well,
out.
I mean, according to the taxes, that's what happened. Basically, it's just that we need to figure out what the appropriate numbers are, because you don't want to get that wrong, because the government is very unhappy. It's
The
actually
IRS
interesting. You
will-
can't undercharge. Did you know that?
If you're a farmer, sure, that's what happens.
No, I actually have some family staying on the trailer that's on there until they find another place. And if I was to charge them too little rent, it would count as a gift under taxes. And you know that there's a limit on gifts, and then after that, it counts as income. So the me not charging them enough would become income that they would owe taxes on, and I would have to document. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that actually makes sense in a twisted government sort of way. Why don't you just call it a expense sharing instead of rent?
I think we went through a bunch of stuff to figure out how to do this, and this is what we ended up with.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Luckily, they get a discount for the fact that it's so far down a road, or down a driveway. It's annoying. But that mile that I have to go to feed the cat, most of that's driveway.
Yeah, we gotta land out here like that.
They also the ISP, the cable company, wouldn't put cable in.
Private land.
Well, there's a telephone lines that go all the way up there with the power lines, but they quoted some crazy. Well, first they said they couldn't put it in because it was too far, and then they said it would hang too low on the poles because there's farm fields under them. But it hangs lower already where the farm equipment enters the property at the driveway, so that doesn't make sense. And then they claimed, well, we could have a trench dug, and it's like, yeah, but that would be longer because of where it would have to go. It's like, well, no, that would work apparently, even though on the poles would be too long. And then it's like, well, but then they have to dig the ditch. We can't dig the ditch. And we asked them, what if we did if we dug the ditch instead of them, and the price went up. So it's like, what the hell?
It's like a jack-in-the-box where it pops up a bird instead of a jack-in-the-box.
Well, what it is there's a union that controls the lines. What the heck?
Unions are... I call unions the unholy bastard offspring of collective bargaining and government.
I guess I'm trying to figure out what boss to fight or what to do right now. Because I have enough of the one thing I was collecting.
How's your progression going? Because that's what these games revolve around, is progression.
I've almost got some sort of Team B ready. I'm trying to get 2 teams in good order because the Spiral Abyss dungeon, where a portion of it resets every once in a while, and you can get some premium currency from it. You also get a little bit for doing dailies.
Where I was.
The certain levels, or especially all these additional ones, require 2 teams, and my second team is just not quite there yet.
I thought the M in MMO stood for multiplayer.
I don't know if you can do the Spiral Abyss in multiplayer. I mostly play single player, but there are things you can do in multiplayer. Like there's some bosses that can be done in multiplayer, some can't.
Genshin is mostly PvE, right?
Yeah, it's all this PvE stuff.
It's Mark II belt, anything more Mark II belt. And hydrogen is sprayed, so I get extra power from that. Hey.
Oh, I didn't. There's a stupid website I gotta click, and I forgot to. So Genshin has a daily check-in webpage.
Oh, that sounds awful. I know where this is going.
You just go to it. I definitely need to make sure I do it today. It's 20 premium currency.
Sounds like
I just clicked it.
Mobile game.
Oh god, this is a mobile game technically. I mean, it's on phones. It's gonna be crazy when it's not on in the future though, because do you know how freaking huge this game is getting?
Big.
There's
You mean
3
huge as in storage requirements, or big as in market share?
storage requirements. Also, for some reason, iPhone is where you can get the 120 frames per second version, and not on computer, which is a curious choice.
Yeah, because Apple. Wait, I figured anyway.
No, it's just they didn't. They're mobile first for some reason.
Okay, that's better. Now we're communicating.
I'm out of here. Come on out.
My team's a little. This team's a little foobarred at the moment. I should have healed them. I got called a furry in this game.
Are you a furry?
No.
Cat?
I know numerous furries, but I am not one.
You sure? Because we call you Cat.
Well, that's your problem.
It's Hyper Fighter's problem.
But yeah, yeah, I got called a furry because I mained Razor. Razor was raised by wolves.
So, literally a furry.
No. Okay, yeah, my primary team is forward. So I gotta figure out what boss to fight, or what to do. But the problem that I have is that the boss that I can think of doing right now to get materials that I need is really annoying. And I do not find fun at all to deal with. And I don't think my Team B can handle them. I guess I can try my Team B and see what happens.
Just sharpen my spear.
Worse. You could be dealing with the odd violation of the laws of physics.
So my Team A is Razor, who's Electric Claymore, as the primary. And the reason I use him is that he has very high physical attack. And his burst attack, the special attack that you can do, his normal elemental is just these like lightning claws where you can charge hit, and it's really good for mining collection because when you charge, hit the ground with it, all the rocks around you will break. But his burst attack is basically like a JoJo stand.
I haven't seen JoJo.
Oh, neither have I. You get this giant wolf. Upper body, very muscular with claws, and then every time you swing the sword, it also uses the claws, so you're hitting with both electric and normal.
Really starting to sound like a furry there, Neil.
Well, so I got called a furry because I was playing the Wind Rise minigame, and I was the hunter, and there were 3 rebels. They're supposed to hide. It's basically prop hunt. And 2 of them, instead of hiding, they just stood there next to the bubble. I could see them through the obscuring wall around the hunter because they were so close. And they just stood there. And then when the counter was done, I just kind of stared at them for a bit. And one of them was tall, a very tall character. And one of them was using one of the child characters. And they tried to shake me down for child support. No, that actually happened. So I ran by them, but I pressed the wrong button, so I didn't catch them. They just stayed standing there. And then I went back and I pressed the capture button and captured them over. And then they called me a furry.
Attaboy!
So that happened.
Seems legit. I mean, you're playing Genshin Impact. I don't know what you expect.
Force my blade. Let's roll!
Oh right, I was supposed to be fighting a boss. So yeah, this boss that I am not fond of. I need his materials to upgrade this guy that I'm using right now. And I'm trying to build a team around this guy, but he's giving me some trouble. So while Razor, you want high physical attack for him, and you want good crit percent and crit damage for him. For Arataki Ito here, a ridiculous red-horned Oni who plays with children, can't hold a job, and likes to fight beetles like I think in real life you would fight chickens.
With a shovel?
No, I mean cockfighting. for dog fighting. Only for him, it's beetles.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, he's defense based for his attack. That makes sense.
Everybody
Ow.
stand back!
Oh, I should have saved that. That was a whoops.
1,000
Get
years a
out
second.
of here!
Holy crap.
Take cover!
Back here. I need to. Oh God.
Mistakes were made. It's nice knowing you get.
Several mistakes were made, but I'm recovering. So I don't know if you're looking at what I'm fighting, but it's a
I'm not.
giant flying. Oh, I forgot. This thing inflicts bleed. Oh shit.
I still only have the one screen. So.
This game does offer a small picture-in-picture, but if you're playing a game, it might be full screen.
I am in full screen. That's kind of what I was getting at.
So I'm fighting a flying dog worm thing that can inflict bleed. Bleed does true damage.
Oh, okay.
So shields are irrelevant,
Rest and rebuild! Torrent,
and whatever else you might have are irrelevant. I'll use the fish lady on him. Maybe that'll work. Oh, and I can't freeze him. That's nice.
Attack! Bam!
I think I came up with a good control set for this game. My right Steam pad is set up in the quadrants,
Let's roll!
and I made it so that when I click the pad's quadrants, it presses the X, B, or A button. So I don't have to take my finger off that pad most of the time.
Me.
The only problem is I used to have Y on there on the top, but I kept accidentally using my
Bam!
elemental burst when I didn't want to, so I put right stick click up there instead.
Forth, my blade!
get out of here! Adventure time! Allow me!
A touch of frost! Let's roll!
Okay. Well, I'm not dead yet.
Sing and dance.
Rest
Monty Python.
rebuild!
I forgot to make sure I could see my chat. Someone actually said something. There we go.
Yeah, I think I have those. No, I don't have those channels. Oh no, I have the whole category.
One with my blade!
Get out of here! Take cover! That's gonna hurt in the morning!
Server's not muted, but this category is.
Oh, you mute my stream category so you don't have to hear it?
It's not muted. I just don't get push notifications for it.
Oh, I don't get push notifications for most of my stuff.
I've gone through the trouble of actually fine-tuning.
Who wants some of this?
I need to tweak them on the new phone because Android 11 is different than Android 9.
Oh, damn it.
Bam! Attaboy! I'm not losing. It's
Hold the line!
I hope that won't disrupt my ability to do what I need to do.
bam!
Oh boy. Geo Beam.
Can't catch me. Let's roll.
There we go.
Off we go! Teamwork is strength!
Forth, my blade. From whence you came. Attaboy!
That's not doing a lot of damage. Oh, it's being ice. It's being set to ice. That might be a bit of a problem.
Rest and rebuild!
The elements in this game are weird.
Bam!
Covenants of the deep! Hold the line!
Yeah, I'm not doing very much damage, unfortunately. This is going to take a while. Another reason I don't like this boss. I'm not well tuned for him at all.
Uphill battle! Let's move out. Take cover! Adventure time!
Can't catch me.
Rest and rebuild!
Never underestimate an Oni. Let's roll! Oni coming through!
So in this game, it has ice, water, fire, and yeah, those three form the main element set. And then there's electric, which interacts with it in a strange, like interacts with all three of those. And there's
Like Warframes.
Can't catch me.
Oh, I said it almost sounds kind of like Warframe's elemental system.
But yeah, those three form a triangle, and then I think I could have sworn there was another one I'm forgetting. It's the ice, fire, water. Yeah, no, I can't think of anything else. And then you've got
One with my
electricity, which fire makes explode, ice it superconduct it's called, and water it electrifies.
Let's move out.
And then there's Geo, which is what this boss uses. And Geo is odd.
Off we go!
Whatever it hits, it puts a it'll if anything it hits has an Oh my god, why did he die? Shit. I think I'm about to lose.
Swift and merciful.
It forms little crystals, and if you pick them up, you get a shield on that element.
Very clean. Attaboy!
This is going quite badly, actually. I lost Bennett, who was my damage booster.
Cha! Let's roll!
Hold the line!
Can't catch me.
Oh no. Oh god, no. Stop it!
Okay, that one hurt. At least I'm going.
Oh no, I've lost my main damage now. Oh, I hate the... I don't want to wait... I don't want to use revive items.
Allow me!
I'm gonna have to, though.
It's just a scratch, I swear.
I should have left... I switched off a character when I shouldn't have.
This hurts me.
Let's move out.
That's it. That's enough. Okay.
What you got going on there?
I'm having
Such a frost.
source relation issues.
Nope, 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 not dealing with that. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, just the giant tornado attack. The problem is if you run away too effectively, it'll restart the whole boss battle.
Shit.
Attaboy!
There's got to be iron and copper close to each other somehow. Southwest.
Can't
What?
catch me. Let's roll!
That's bread size portion.
Yeah, my damage output with this team is still not very good.
Let's move out.
Every time I do this.
Swift and merciful. From whence you came. Bam!
Ooh, ouch.
Hold the line.
Making me bleed again.
Fourth, my blade.
Okay, the boss is almost down. I did have to use a revive item, which I don't like doing.
Expensive.
No, just annoying. I mean, like, you can cook them yourself.
The MMO I'm playing.
Let's roll.
It's doing the damn tornado again, which it's easy to get away from, but you risk resetting the boss fight to do it too effectively.
Dead. You have successfully dropped aggro and reset the boss. Wait, no. It's not what I wanted.
Okay, we're gonna use the big hammer. No, stay on the ground, you jick! Ugh. That's the other problem, is he flies a bit too high. So he likes to leave the ground and make me lose my, or time out my big attack. Oh god. Oh, I have a Geo Shield, that's lucky. He's almost dead.
Rest and rebuild.
Oh, I can kill him with the fish lady.
Bring refuge.
Because this healer, for some reason, when they use their burst, they suddenly become a damage, a DPS. Okay, so from that annoying thing, I got 2 horns. 2 horns.
Is that good?
Well, to upgrade this guy, to ascend him to the final set of 10 levels, where is he?
This really does sound like a mobile game.
I
Raid
need
Shadow
it's a
Legends style.
gacha game. I need
Ah.
10 more.
Well, thank you for securing that in the list of things I will never try.
Well, actually, what's interesting about this game is you don't have to actually level these people up very much at all, because the world level goes up. If you just keep the world level down... I mean, I guess you do have to do it to get past a certain amount of story content, but you can pull the
Well-
level back down.
No, the issue is I really get into those games, so I avoid them. Because otherwise I wind up spending too much time in them, and I don't really enjoy them all that much. They get boring, but I play them anyway, so I don't play them.
I just need something more enjoyable to do with my daily resin right now. The dailies are nice because they're always different little things. Okay, collect the electroparticles within the time limit. That's this daily.
Alright.
So I teleport to the closest teleport to it. Oh, by the way, the areas in this game are really neat. You have to wait until you can see, and then I'll show you something.
I can alt tab. There's no combat or anything like that in this game right now, so I can easily alt tab.
Okay, I'm gonna do this little collection race, and then I'll...
My boy.
or I'll just kill my character!
Hi.
And
What was
he'll
that cool
come-
thing you wanted to show me?
well, he's dead right now. He said something about his bones too when he smashed into the ground.
I thought he said my boys.
He might have said my boys. I thought he was talking about his bones, but he might have been talking about his gang. Got a gang.
"30 seconds.
Oh god, I'm not gonna... This is a disaster. No, no, not that way.
Wrong
the
way.
other way. How many are left? Oh no.
6.
Where the hell are the other 3?
Up. 1 more.
Oh, there's more than enough. Sometimes there isn't. Okay, and there's my 10 premium currency. Let's see what the current wish banners are. Oh, this banner's still up. I technically have 20 more hours to fail at it. I got this character. I didn't get that one. See, it's the gambling.
Yep, gotcha.
But, again, you can get the premium currency just for playing. The only thing you can't get just for playing are the actual premium currency, which is 1-to-1 conversion to the primos. And the only thing that's good for is... Here, I'll show you. It's only good for this... Okay, there's buying the crystals. These are horribly priced. But the only thing they're good for is these item bundles and these character outfits.
So,
Of which this
not-
character outfit here was free, except I wasn't playing yet when it was available. But yeah. So the only things that you cannot get in this game without paying money are these outfits. Everything else you can technically get. And this thing here is probably the most, the thing that has the best dollar value on it. Which is, it gives you 300 premium currency immediately. Of the actual premium currency. Although it's not enough for any of the outfits, you notice. And it also gives you 90 of the gems, which you can one-way convert the premium currency into. It gives you 90 of the gems per day, I believe.
Yeah, a lot of mobile games have stuff like that. It's kind of like the battle pass and all that nonsense.
Oh, it has that. Yeah, it has a battle pass. Here it is. I'm on the upper line because I didn't pay for the lower line.
Yeah, but if you pay for the lower line, you'll get all those rewards that you got up to this point, and any future ones.
Yeah, and if it was...
Buy it.
I mean, if it was worth it. Oh, no, there's another thing, too. There's more than just that. There's also... That's the Gnostic Hymn. Here's the Gnostic Chorus, which... The Gnostic Hymn is $9.99, but the Gnostic Chorus is $19.99, although it's only
starts you on level 10.
$10 if you already have that. Yeah, it boosts you up by 10, and it also gives you these additional things. Some fragile resin. Fragile resin is an item that when you use it, it gives you some of the daily resin recharge immediately.
I'm gonna go back to making magnets.
Oh, yeah, the thing I wanted to show you, I'll shoot over there really quickly. So, I forget where Mondstadt is supposed to be based on, the area you start in. I think someone said Germany. Leeway is based on China. The place I'm in now, Inazuma, is based on Japan. And it's also the Electric Nation, so you've got cool shit like this. I really like this thing.
It's a maelstrom.
Yeah, but they just unlocked a new area.
Very animu.
And this new area is here on this island here, Sangonomiya. If you jump into this vortex, you go into the weirdest place I have ever seen. Because it is Greco-Japanese.
Greco?
Yes. See this lovely vortex?
I'm trying to, but the stream quality is degrading.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see it.
Well, I'm just going to jump in there and head to Enkanomiya. Which is...
Area.
It's Greek. The whole area is Greek inspired, and eventually the people went up to the continent above, so they changed their names to Japanese names and all this stuff. So a lot of the characters have like two names that you see, the ghosts that you have to deal with, the Sin Shades as they're called. I need these pearls. But this place did that weird thing where, and it did that looking glass thing where when you look through an opening or through a gateway, you actually see this cave wall is actually an opening that goes down. But if you look at it any other angle, it's just a cave wall, which is really neat. But this whole place is underground. Basically, a person learned something they weren't supposed to learn, and the gods got angry and shoved this place underground under the ocean. So it's basically Atlantis. You learn a bunch of weird things, like apparently the whole world had this culture or something before the gods showed up, and the secret is that the gods weren't always here. But if you see this big building right there, way in the distance, all very night looking.
You got a two-dimensional shoulder.
What?
Shoulder ghost. It's two-dimensional.
Oh yeah, that's an origami thing. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to find the switch to turn the sun on. Oh, there it is. So down here, once you unlock it, you get the ability to turn the sun on and off, and the fake sun here, the Helios. And now the Helios is on, and the whole place looks a bit different. And it's damn bright, too.
It is damn bright.
And now it looks like day. And this place is very neat. It's got unique music. All the areas have unique music, but it's different from all the other music that's been in the game. All very mysterious.
A lot of work went into this.
Oh yeah, here's the one weird thing is, this section has no voice acting.
Well, if it's originally a Japanese game, maybe they haven't dubbed it yet or something.
No, it doesn't in well, it's a Chinese
Kill
game,
Bennett,
actually.
you son of a gun.
Yeah, actually, it's a Chinese game, actually, surprisingly. But they don't have
So's Dyson Sphere.
they don't have any voice acting in any of the languages here. Just like they added an island, which had a series of missions you had to do on it, and basically every time you went there or you did all the stuff you had to do, the next day the fog would have rolled back in and covered the whole island, so you had to keep going there and revealing the island again. And it turned out you were dealing with echoes, ghosts, basically the entire time, and they were stuck in a time loop kind of thing going on, and you had to resolve that. And now that I've resolved it, that island is freely navigable. You don't get teleported around for the fog, and you're not stuck in fog banks and stuff anymore. But that whole island was not voice acted either. And an interesting thing about these not voice acted sections is they're the only sections I've noticed so far where when they're writing text, I actually saw them do a thing where they took a word and they wrote a different word under it in smaller text. Because of translation stuff being kind of it's not a translation thing like we're having trouble localizing it. It's purposeful in the game. They went out of their way to have this word be in a specific language and to give you that translation. So with every localization, they did the same thing.
A lot of work went into this.
Yeah. It's crazy the amount of work that's in this thing. And recently, the new thing that came with the Bloodlust woman, there was an opera, and it was a Chinese opera, and it was a whole big movie and everything when it did it, like a nice full animated thing, and it was in Chinese. It was the only part of the game that's been in Chinese was the Chinese opera. It was like, what the heck? But every nation in this game is based on a different real world nation. It's very interesting, and I hope that
Interesting that they can put that kind of work into it with the restrictions and shit in China.
Yeah, well, actually, about that, we don't have I don't think the costumes are available yet, but there's apparently going to be some costumes available for all the non-Asian servers, I think, where it's the censorship costumes that they're being forced to put on the Chinese server, but so they're required. But in the other countries or in the other nation servers, they're going to make it so that you can choose to use them if you want, which is cute.
Not what I was getting at, but
they've also moved the base of operations, I think, to Singapore or something because of the Chinese censorship stuff. Like very recently, like the company name, they're like Mihoyo or something, but another company name has started popping up occasionally, and that's actually the different company that's in the different location. So they're doing all sorts of little tricks to divest themselves from the full control of the Chinese censorship, so it doesn't affect the content that's not in China.
Which is all fine and dandy right up until Winnie the Pooh stops getting his income from them.
Yeah, that is true. That's the other weird thing. It's like, how do they have the money to do all this when everything in the game is so expensive? So almost huge numbers of people just play free to play. Just a couple whales.
Did you know
power this whole thing.
Did you know that gaming market as a whole is dominated by the mobile industry entirely? Like, mobile games make up more than 50% of all revenue from all gaming ever. Period. End of story. It's obscene how much money people will spend on games.
Well, there's also the
Mobile
problem
games.
the problem with the mobile game is it's in your pocket.
It's always there, and
Mhm.
push notifications are a big deal.
Oh god, I hate those freaking things.
Well, no, but
Seals the
you and I are both computer people, so we can
also
customize all our shit. But not everyone has that. I don't want to say not everybody has that ability, but not everybody is willing to put in that kind of effort.
I have my my impulse control issues and stuff with some things, but I don't.
Right, so instead of controlling the impulses, we control what sets off the impulses.
I don't think I'll ever try to play this on a phone, just because the experience would be inferior anyway. Oh wait,
Yeah.
half of my party's dead. Let's fix that.
I could send you a mobile game that I actually really enjoy that is not nearly as bad about sucking you into the
care for a walk?
swipe aspect.
What is it?
It's a Nexon game, actually. It's called Darkness Rises.
I don't really have
Maybe you
much time I'm on a phone, because since I work from home, I'm basically have full access to my computer at all times.
Yeah. I just got a work from home job a couple months back.
Marching in the
Oh, so you're.
feels the sound of our arrival.
I would think I would have seen you more often then, since you're not driving a truck anymore.
Let's move out.
You know me, I'm a bit of a misanthrope. I'm trying to make more of an effort to socialize with people I know.
Oh, I'm doing the opposite. I'm hiding in the house.
Well, I mean online. I'm not leaving the house.
Let's move out.
My wife just got a home job too, so we're
One with my blade.
24/7.
Well, that's good, I guess. With how
For
everything's
me.
been going in the economy.
We've been okay, and all of the clients that I work with, no one really cares about the whole mess. They put up signs and stuff, CYA and everything else. This is Texas, motherfucker.
Yeah, we're pretty good here, too. Although,
Oh, Yama.
you know, Alabama.
Okay, alright. I need to think. How many magnets do I need to be producing? And how many do I need to redirect to
I don't know. Do you know how they work?
magnetic coils? I know exactly how they work. I need to do some math.
Wait, how do magnets actually work? Like from a deep physics
Oh, you
standpoint.
mean for real?
Yeah, how do they actually work?
The simple explanation is you understand how an atom works, right? You've got a positive
Yes.
charge and a negative charge, and the electrons orbit the positive charge.
Oh yes, I understand. I actually understand bosons and all that stuff too.
Not magnets.
I never checked. I just
The charges all line up. That's the short, simple explanation. So you have one side, you have a positive field on one side, and a negative field on
yeah,
one side.
but what I mean is what actually makes the field. Although I recently learned some very strange things about electricity that might explain it.
It really does have to do with it's all electricity and magnetism are all linked. So,
Like the fact that this was actually on one of those YouTube videos by one of those people. They proposed a circuit that was long enough that it went like that in theory it would take the speed of light or it would take a minute or something. Or a couple seconds at least. Oh god, I just lost my guy.
speed of light's a hell of a.
It was basically about the delay on the light bulb. When you flip the switch, how long until it lights up? And the answer given was it was actually based on the distance of the wires were parallel from each other. Because the switch and the light bulb were on opposite ends of the wire loop, but the wire loop was very, very long in either direction. And
Kidding me.
it turns out that the way the actual... Oh my god. The way the physics actually... Why did you die? Shit.
I put so much work into fixing
Want some of this?
the power grid, and it goes and runs out of power again.
The way the actual physics work, electricity is really weird. It's not just straight up, oh, there's electrons traveling in the wire, or rather jumping.
No,
It's,
far too easy.
yeah, it's actually, the shape of the wires, their organization technically has an effect. The time it would take for that light to technically light up, assuming no losses or other weird quirks, would be as long as it would take the speed of light to travel from from the switch to the light basically in a straight line, even though the wires went off very far in either direction, because it's actually the field between the wires.
Can't catch me.
all the field math and everything. And actually, what's very interesting is that almost instantaneous time that it would take for that light to turn on, it would only be turning on at half power technically. Although the YouTube video didn't mention that part. It was like I think it was a Veritasium video or something.
I've been a little disappointed with Veritasium lately. They don't do it very often, but they do get political. And it's just like, I didn't come here for this. Shut
Oh
up.
god, it must be really bad then too.
It's the
Can't catch me.
COVID vaccines and all that stuff.
Oh, that shit. I still want to find a virologist that I can talk to that'll actually answer questions. Because I have
What
some serious
questions?
concerns. I don't know, can I say them?
I don't know. Are we being monitored?
Well, I mean, I'm streaming.
Is anybody watching besides me?
I mean, it makes a VOD, and YouTube probably has a constant caption generator running all the time.
True.
What am I doing? I have buttons. I can just mute us. There we go. Now we can be again, and I'm
And
not
don't
banned.
you ever do it again.
And I'm not banned from YouTube. So success.
Yet.
True. I don't know. It could just happen one day. I mean, I've been on YouTube videos and other people's channels that have gotten pulled by YouTube.
Well, I'm lost. Ooh. Now that science is running again, I forgot that I'm producing refined oil.
All right, let's see if I'm right about this little daily here. I think I did it wrong the last 2 times. I think I'm supposed to pick the prayer method that, or the offering, I should say, that fits the kid and not and not what people normally do. An offering of paper cranes. No, we're not doing the paper cranes this time. I did that the last 2 times, and there wasn't a pickup here the next day. So let's do the flavored Conpetto candies instead.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say condoms.
Flavored condoms?
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
So you do this at 3 different shrines, and I noticed that last time I did this, there was something for me to pick up the next day at the one shrine, but I didn't realize that was happening, so I thought I had missed it with this shrine, and then I did the other one, the third shrine, because the first one's independent of the choice between the two.
Can't catch me.
And I picked up the thing there the next day. I'm like, okay, maybe I just, it was only there for the next day. So when I did this one again, I chose the same thing, the paper cranes, and it didn't work. So today I picked the other option, and hopefully I will have whatever the heck I pick up here. I don't know. The reason I'm doing dailies in Inazuma when I haven't done them all in Leeway yet, and actually there's a couple a few achievements I don't even have for Mondstadt that are daily related, so it's random whether you get the thing you need to do them or not. But I think if I read properly, there's a way to get an extra daily here if you get the right one. I could have misunderstood though, reading the wiki. But I think I can get additional case files from the private investigators if I finish all of their dailies that you might get randomly. Then I think you get a permanent additional daily from them after that. So I would like that. So if that's true, because even 5 extra gems a day would be nice.
Can't catch me.
Oh, I'd done something right because the kid's back with the blue exclamation point over his head. That's weird. Why? Yeah, that's the weird thing about this place. For some reason, the dailies here can, once you do them, they can make world quests appear, which are these blue ones. I don't get it.
I need more solar panels, but I don't have access to silicon.
Try silicone instead. I'm sure it'll work.
No, there's no silicon on this planet at all.
No, use silicone. I'm sure it'll be fine.
No, there isn't any.
No, silicone.
There isn't any of that either.
Wait, is there any of that in this game?
Yeah, it's in the game. It's just not on this planet. I only have access to coal, copper, oil, and iron on this rock. I had to go to another rock to find titanium, and there was no silicon on that planet either. There's a metric buttload of silicon on the innermost planet of the solar system, though. No, I lied.
Okay, so the
Not
little
a
boy
lot,
here
just
who
stuff.
thinks that his wishes haven't been granted, but the things he left at the shrines are gone, so someone must be stealing them. I have to go investigate one of the shrines.
Stone? Is there stone? There's a lot of stone.
You sound like me
No.
playing Minecraft.
Well, here. See for yourself.
I mean, what, you want to show me something? Alright. Let me look.
Oh, I didn't know I could zoom out this far.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to full screen this video. Oh, by the way, I have 6 monitors.
I only have 2 on my work computer. So over here I've got the resource panel. That's a huge amount of iron and copper compared to what I started with over here, though.
So, is the end goal of this game to make a Dyson sphere?
Pretty much.
Do you start with other formations like Dyson rings and stuff, or?
Hold on. I have to remember the buttons. There you go.
Solar sail?
Dyson swarm. Throw a bunch of those up and surround a star.
Oh, that's a good start, yeah.
But no, the premise of it is humanity's uploaded themselves into a Matryoshka brain, and they're trying to expand, but they need obscene amounts of power for that. So some of the people take control of drones and bootstrap their way up to make Dyson spheres. What's kind of cool about it is this. As soon as we get past the loading screen.
Is it a PvE game?
It's entirely single player. There isn't even combat yet. It's still considered early access. Combat's supposed to be the next big update. Where you have to deal with the indigens on the planet.
Indigenous? Is that what you mean? Indigen?
Indigen is a different word, means the same thing.
I'm gonna guess it refers to...
Indigenous is an adjective, indigenous is a noun.
Yeah. Of course, I've heard indigenous use as a noun.
That would be mathematically or grammatically incorrect, though.
Yeah, well, so is a lot of the things I hear nowadays.
True.
They
doesn't
them.
it doesn't make it right. So they keep track of all. You spawn in a random starting cluster, and they keep track of the progress everyone makes.
Oh.
So there's a total of 480,627 dice spheres, for a total of, what is that? Millions, billions, trillions, 14 quadrillion watts of power. 667.7 million of those solar sails in a dice swarm.
Are you in competition with these other people at all, or are they all just
No.
more groups of humanity?
No, they're just all making watts for the Matryoshka brain. Which, if you ask me, 14.7 quadrillion watts is enough power to do a few things.
Does something happen when you reach a certain number?
Yeah, you quote win the game.
But then everyone would win the game at once, right?
Oh, you mean on the whole galaxy? No, I don't know. If there is, I don't know if they'll persist. I think at some point everything will get wiped
Catch me.
because they'll implement an update that is not backwards.
Can't catch me.
It's bound to happen at some point.
Okay, well, back to the mission I was doing.
Alright, I need to test that out. Okay, so it's not base speed, it's top speed. Let's see how fast I can go.
Okay, so there's some guys at this shrine here that look like they don't belong. They look like hoodlums. And now they're fighting me.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Attaboy! Forth my blade. It's showtime! I wasn't done.
So I can't turn very well.
Okay. You thieves, the deity isn't replying to me because you stole all my offerings. Offerings? You talking about the things that were placed beside the shrine? Please, we wouldn't want those things even if you gifted them to us. Also, if you're offering that kind of rubbish to the shrine, it'd be funny if the deity replied to you at all. Why wouldn't that? Well, first of all, the deity literally exists because the way this game works. And I didn't get that character, unfortunately, despite trying. I didn't get the deity. But it's like, because the kid is offering the best things they have?
So
And the
I
treasure
made a
hoarders have
moves.
fleed.
Come on, gotta get back to the planet. Oh no. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't bring very many burnables. Alright, This time when I get pointed at the stupid gas giant, I'm gonna crash into it.
Why are you crashing into a gas giant? That sounds very unhelpful.
So I can mine it for fire ice while my core recharges.
Oh, I almost forgot to buy my Omni Ubiquity nets. I buy 5 a week.
Nailed it.
They let me catch creatures in the game. I put them in my house. Okay,
'Cause
Brat.
I can pull hydrogen and fire ice off the gas giant. I can refine the hydrogen with some of the titanium I brought with me into fuel cells.
What did you think of Stargate Universe?
I couldn't get past the first half a season or so.
There were only 2 seasons, so
Yeah, I don't think I made it past the first one.
it got a lot better in the second season.
Did it?
Yes.
May and I just finished Atlantis and SG-1 not too long ago, so maybe we'll go back and watch it. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the first season's painful. Or first half of the first season is painful. They try to make the one useless girl useful, but it's a little bit weird. I'm trying to think of key events and if they were in season 1 or not. It kind of ends on a big cliffhanger, and that's annoying. A cliffhanger which literally sets it up so that it could be continued 100 years from now.
I heard that they were rebooting the series.
Yeah, they made some Stargate Origins thing, and it just sounded awful.
I got through the first few minutes of the first episode of that, but I didn't go back because I forgot about it. But that's not what I was talking about.
Oh? What do you mean?
No, they're actually rebooting the series.
Like, which series?
SG-1.
SG-1? Well, okay.
Whether or not it'll be any good is anyone's guess.
I mean, you could still do it. The actors are all still around. You can have them pass the torch to another group in, like, your first episode or 2. That would work.
Richard Dean Anderson got fat.
Yeah, he
Plus,
got
when
really
left-
fat. Holy crap.
Plus, when he left the show, it just wasn't as good.
Yeah.
That character really sold the show.
Well, Atlantis
job.
had its own pretty good
They
group in it.
did. Yeah, Jason Momoa did a really good job in there, and whatever the name of the guy who did Rodney was too. Like them. I like the entire cast of that, but it really just, without Richard Dean Anderson, it just wasn't as good. None of it was.
I've been to the outside world before.
Can't catch me.
The Universe was it had gotten a lot better, and it is sad that it cut off. I would have liked one more season, just one.
I'll tell you a show that disappointed me
Can't
when it
catch
got
me.
canceled. Dark Matter.
Never really watched it. It seemed kind of goofy.
I really liked it a lot.
I like hard sci-fi, but I also, I mean, I know I'm gonna like The Expanse. I just have been not watching it yet until it's over. I heard
Try
that the end got screwed up. Like I heard it got kind of screwed up by someone. There was some bullshit Me Too on one of the actors, and they killed his character off. And there was apparently a whole episode that was on that focused on like some polyamorous couple or something for no reason.
It's not no reason.
I mean, I should rephrase. Apparently, the book version of it was much less than they made it out to be in the show, where they spent an entire episode on it.
I don't know about
No, more than an
that.
episode.
I'm actually in that part of the books, and I was talking about it to my dad. And it's like I cannot, because the book is told from a particular person's point of view, and I just cannot get my head around this character because they're in a polyamorous marriage, and it's just like I cannot think like that. I don't understand it, and it detracts from my ability to enjoy that part of the story.
Yeah, here's the weird thing. What would actually make sense, at least before I know some stuff because I've seen bits of the show here and there. It would make sense before the gateways and stuff if they... Well, actually, it doesn't, because they still have Earth, and Earth is doing plenty well, and Mars is doing plenty well, and the Belters seem to be relatively okay.
Mars
Um,
dies in the books.
Yeah. Well, I meant early on, before the gateways.
Hey.
After the gateways, they have lots of land available, so, you know. But what I was saying is, if you have a series, a sci-fi series that has to survive, where they have to be like, they're interstellar or something, and they're on a generation ship, you'd actually have a very high number of gay people, just because the limitations of how many how many people you can fit. So, assuming you have the ability to select for that, or do whatever else, or educate it, or however it ends up being, you would do that to significantly reduce the strain of additional population on the ship.
Yeah, you lost me. I kind of get where you're coming from, but that's not something you can just flip a switch on, or it damn well shouldn't be.
Oh no, no, it's not. But of course, we don't have any research on it properly in a long time. Or,
Oh,
well,
you're saying
you know
that
why.
it would be more of a social drift.
It would either be a natural social drift or a enforced one,
Engineered.
either through, if it is genetic, they do it genetically. If it can be actually done environmentally, they do it environmentally. They would do it somehow to control the population of the
Without
ship.
without supposedly any negative ramifications on people's psyche.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise, you would need to
Makes sense in a very twisted.
Yeah.
foobar sort of way.
Otherwise, you would need to be very selective in who can have children and when, and it would become a real mess. So what you want to do is you want to have the social structure naturally enforce whatever the limitation is.
Social pressure. That's what I was looking for. No, that's not it.
No, I'm not talking about what's going on right now in elementary schools.
No. I know. I'm trying to figure the. It's like environmental pressure, but social, whatever. I know what you're trying to get at. I just can't speak. Oh, well, I screwed that up. How much fire ice am I up to? I'm gonna stop at 300. Alright. Where am I?
This child is in this game is apparently praying to the deities so he doesn't have to take exams anymore. No, I don't want to study. I don't want to take exams.
Please, no.
Oh, and apparently he's schizophrenic too. That's great. There's some bully who keeps telling him to do his schoolwork and stuff, but it's like, wow, she's here again. She's right over there. She's coming over from the other side of the street. There's no one here. The camera turned and there's no one here. You can't see her. She's coming over with a huge pile of exam papers. Ah, I don't want to take an exam. What the hell is this?
I don't know. You're playing it, man.
He turns panic. He panics, turns, and runs. I mean, I already basically went on a little day trip walking through the town center with their god. So you know, it's very funny because apparently she had been sitting in meditation for several hundred years or something. So she's like, "What is this? What is that? I have no idea." It doesn't help that she also has a robot that does the day-to-day work. I'm not kidding. With that deity's help, he'll definitely pass his exams. After all, I guess even deities can't stand that child's constant nagging. Oh yeah, I was telling you about the Oh wow, that's weird. There's a bunch of leaves on the ground. I don't remember these being here either. Just commented on them. Huh. Maybe they were here, and I'm just only noticing it now because the character said it. So that weird bird god thing, that Adeptus that took in that girl, after you defeat Osial's wife, and the people are talking, that bird shows up and is like, "Good, you're like integrating in with these people," or like, and also kind of chastising the humans because it's like, "Sure, you resolved this, you dealt with this problem yourself, but you did need the help of this person I raised." It's like, yeah, but they're human though. Because there's this weird like thing going on between the Adepti and the humans that are trying, since their god, the god of Geo, faked his own death, and everyone thinks he's dead. Yes, that also happened. He's also poor because he forgot to make money before he did that, and now he can't make money anymore. That's also kind of funny. But this stupid bird, it's basically kind of like the mother that tries to show the friend the baby pictures. It's very strange.
Can't catch me.
She starts trying to tell childhood stories. Oh. It's like, no, don't do that. She's like, and she just gets really pissed, like really annoyed. It's like, fine. It's like, if one doesn't want to hear, one shan't be telling, and then just flies off angry. It's like it's a freaking god bird.
That's gonna be too close.
It actually does the same thing to another character earlier. The Adepti all have really weird names, like Moon Carver and what's Cloud Raker or something like that. Not Cloud Raker. Cloud Retainer. These very strange names. I recorded all the gameplay, so I have to show you that sometime. Just weird.
Pity's sake.
Oh, I have one daily left to do still.
Oh yeah, the solar panel's kicked on.
By the way, don't forget your streaming video to my Discord voice chat if it's hitting you any.
Not really.
Okay, good. I leveled up my reputation in this town. It gave me 2 furniture plans. Okay.
Can't catch me.
Okay, let's see. Where's the last daily?
9.6. Oh hell yes, please.
When you find the resource you were looking for?
I was just looking at the orbital collection speed of my gas giant extractors, and they gather at 9.6 times whatever the base rate
Real
is.
men don't carry umbrellas.
Nice.
Oh boy, wow, it's really starting to pick up. Quick, come on.
Because the base rate of fire ice is
Quick, 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 quick,
0.66 per second and like 0.2 something of hydrogen, which is what I need to keep my power online is hydrogen. What I'd like anyway.
I'm just gonna go fight these things to get the last daily done.
That was after the last daily's done.
I need to use up my I still need to use up some of the resin. Oh, I just heard a Steam message. Figure out what that was. I will be right back.
Enjoy.
They can still hear you, so don't get me banned.
So, don't talk about Winnie the Flu again? He's already gone. What are you doing, Richie? So where does it receive?
So am I banned yet?
No, I'm talking to my cat and I'm thinking out loud about how this nonsense works. That's a ray receiver, that's the energy exchanger. So how do I transmit power?
Try wires.
Across interstellar or interplanetary differences.
Okay, microwaves. What do you mean? We have that tech now.
I don't have that in this game.
Oh.
Allow me!
Besides, until they can charge my phone over the 5G signal,
That'd be a bit dangerous.
Merciful. Bam! Ha!
I'm going in!
Submit for judgment. Attaboy!
See, the problem with doing that is that means that they can beam that energy into any target. Not just your phone. It could include places like your head. Or the head of anyone they don't like.
yes.
Can't catch me.
But I do have power.
I mean, they already kind of can do that with 5G now.
I haven't noticed any adverse side effects from my phone.
Well, I mean, that's because the 5G signals are pointed at your phone, not your head.
Coming through.
Not only that, but
What I mean is, in theory, a 5G tower could be weaponized to attack people over a long period of time and make them very sick. It wouldn't be ionizing radiation, it would be non-ionizing radiation. You know, like microwaves.
yes,
Can't catch
Microwaves
me.
are non-ionizing.
microwaves are fun.
I didn't know there was a nice little house that made by these hilly curls. And it has its own collapse animation, that's interesting.
What does it blanket the whole planet in wind turbines that I won't be able to build a factory anymore?
Also, won't you stop the wind if you did that?
It won't let me put them right next to each other. But you'd think so.
Okay, so I got
It's still coming in
10.
at 100%.
I got 10 primos for each of the 4 dailies, primo gems, and now that I've done all 4, and once I was doing this last part and the day turned over on my way over, so I didn't get it.
Aw.
I talk to the Adventure Guild here, and I say reward. I get another 20.
Nice. Oh shit.
Place isn't even worth mentioning.
Oh, okay, so I already so my cat could exclusive. Get early access to the new double stuff.
There
I have
is.
diabetes.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, are they offering you double stuffed Oreos?
Basically.
So here's something interesting. There's a bathhouse here.
Oh dear. Neil, you're about to get yourself banned. I didn't even have to do anything.
You can't go in there.
Uh.
It's
Spring sesame.
the best part is it's the
Body and soul.
Asa bathhouse. Basically just Asia reorganized. It's an Asian bathhouse. It's owned by this fat guy.
Check for cameras.
Is there any...
Hey, you work in the pharmaceutical industry, sort of.
Sort of.
When did the recommended daily value of vitamin C change? That happened while I wasn't paying attention.
I don't know.
'Cause it
Did
used
it
to
go-
be 500 milligrams was 833%. Now it's like 556 or something.
I have no. Why would I know that?
Because it's a supplement that goes on the same shelf as the stuff your
Hey,
employers
I deal with prescription prices. So if it was a prescription and you wanted to talk about a price change, I could go through the price history system that I wrote for work to see what the price change was. That's about what I can
I
give you.
just thought you might have. Well, right, but I thought you might have heard something in passing.
No.
If I cared enough, I'd actually Google it.
Okay. This banner isn't done yet. And I have enough gems to roll it once. Let's see what happens.
Good luck. Yeah, 556%. I nailed it.
Okay, well, I got a 4-star. Not the 5-star I wanted, but I got a 4-star. What'd I get? I got a sword. Good sword, though.
You cannot afford my diamond sword.
I got a sacrificial greatsword, which I believe is a claymore. Yes, it is. I do like claymore characters. After damaging an opponent with an elemental skill, the skill has a 40% chance to end its own CD. Actually, don't know. Charge duration, I'm guessing that stands for?
Cooldown.
Or cooldown. Oh, cooldown. That makes more sense. I was going to say, I don't know what it stands for. CD for cooldown. That makes sense. Charge duration, cooldown. They actually mean the same thing if you think about it, so...
No. Charge duration has a different meaning. It's a skill that has to charge before you have to initiate a charge cycle on it.
Oh, because all of these technically charge passively. Well, you have to collect elemental...
Passive charge would just be cooldown.
Yeah, you need to collect elemental energy for these to charge. But then they also have a cooldown timer. They have both. So you have to have gathered enough elemental energy to use your elemental skill. But actually, no, this is the elemental skill. This is just the cooldown. So yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'm gonna have to go to that other planet, set up an interplanetary depot with ships, and start shipping solar panels back here. God bless it. I'll wrap solar panels all around the equator.
So I still haven't managed to get Zhao. Zhao's a rerun, but I don't have him because he was originally run when I didn't play the game yet. I still wish they'd bring back the Golden Apple Archipelago that I missed. It's a whole map with a bunch of content on it. That was a limited time event.
It'll come back.
I don't think it will. The boats there are used here in Inazuma.
Can't catch me.
The boss that was there is used here in Inazuma.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Coal?
Okay, well, I gotta use this resin for something. I just gotta figure out what.
This is a bad idea.
There are these,
Richie, get off her desk. Now.
talking to a cat?
Yep.
There are these super bosses that you can do once a week and get a reward for, and I forgot to do them last week.
The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single more on
Proliferation
any of my snacks.
spray.
I've won them all, fair and square. That's right. Can't catch me.
PLS. Oh damn, this was a stupid idea. Nah, I shouldn't have done that.
What'd you do?
I've got 2 assembly machines making a product that is just spread really thin. So I've set myself up for a major bottleneck. I could expand the production, but I don't want to. Expanding the production means there's more to tear down when I upgrade to the next version.
Well, just don't pull a wind rise, and I think you'll be fine.
Well, what?
A wind rise. I think that's what it's
I don't know
called.
what that is.
The UK nuclear accident.
I got nothing.
They built a reactor to create plutonium so that they could make the bomb and show the US that they deserve to be partners in nuclear weapons. And then, right when they got it all working and they tested their atom bomb, a couple days later we tested our H-bomb. So they retooled it to make tritium, and eventually it lit on fire, and the entire core was on fire, and it was spewing radiation everywhere.
Nice.
And they blamed the people who worked there when it was a massive design problem and corners that were cut.
So, same as Chernobyl.
A bit different. Chernobyl exploded.
Well, I mean, the problem was the same as Chernobyl. It was human error.
No. They weren't producing it fast enough. They needed more heat. You
Neil,
okay? What?
I just realized I put a swastika in the middle of my fucking factory. Look at this. I did not do this on purpose.
Why did you do? Are you sure?
I
That's not
swear.
even like a poorly made Brianna Wu swastika. That's like a full and correct swastika.
Hold on. I can never remember which direction the arms break for the Buddhist sign for peace in a swastika.
I actually don't know either.
I think that's an actual swastika. I believe it breaks to the left. Nope, that's not a swastika. That's the Buddhist sign for peace. I get away scot-free.
No, you don't. It needs those 4 dots too, doesn't it?
Huh?
Doesn't it need the 4 dots as well to count? The dot in each corner.
I know what you're talking about, and there's other things that it could be as well. But the point is that a swastika bends the other way. The arms point clockwise. These arms point counterclockwise.
Yeah, well, maybe you're supposed to view that one from underneath.
I can't.
Maybe it's the swastika of the mole people.
Why are you trying to make me out to be some sort of evil person?
You're the one who noticed all like, oh look, I accidentally made a swastika, everybody.
Okay, it was not like that. There's only one person here, so I couldn't have possibly said everybody.
I don't know. There's a 1 on my little eyeball thing that tells me how many people are watching, and that's not me.
Yeah, but you weren't streaming that. You weren't parroting my stream, so they have no idea what I saw.
No, they didn't see it, but they heard you talk about it. No?
Yes, that I am.
Ever since I encountered weasels in this game, I'm always trying to find them again so I can catch some. I haven't seen them since.
Let's spray these.
I keep calling them otters, and they're not. They're weasels.
Can't catch me.
Oh, I better not be out of sprayers. I'm out of sprayers. Guess what I don't have that I need to make sprayers? Magnets.
So I'm back again to try to figure out what to fight. Oh god, I need so many pearls. Holy crap. I have 12. I need 60. The problem is, pearls, you pick them up from areas where they respawn.
So it's time gated.
Like every 3 days. It's the slowest respawning thing I know of. That's why I said, ooh, I need these pearls when I went into Enkanomiya and there were pearls there.
Catch me.
Well, congratulations on finding some.
Yeah, well the problem is I have them off cycle because I didn't realize they were there last time I harvested pearls.
Well, sprayers. No, 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 no.
Everything in this game looks pretty neat.
Yeah, I did like the graphics when I was looking at it.
There's clearly a lot of time and effort that went into this game.
Indubitably.
And there
Now
continues to
what?
be time and effort put into the— oh, there's more pearls! I guess they've all respawned. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my party out that puts them on the map. That's this party with Guro the dog boy. Oh, I wonder if he would make a good party with Razor or not. I have to check now. If a dog boy and a raised by wolves party well together. I don't think they do, actually. Because the dog boy's Geo, so he's probably defense-based.
Magnets.
So this game's meta right now is do as much DPS as you can as quickly as possible. Which it's a strange thing to say because you would think that DPS is
No,
already time-based, but
Arcade is the same way.
yeah, but I'm actually when I say DPS as fast as you can, I mean it because DPS is variable due to. So I don't mean damage as fast as you can. I mean DPS as fast as you can. But the whole thing is about they just try to wipe the bosses out as fast as they can, and wipe the waves out in the Spiral Abyss as fast as they can. And it's annoying. But now that they have two different things that can do true damage, there's a second meta that's the shield meta, and I think the things that do true damage defeat the shield meta. But unfortunately, I don't think anything is going to defeat the DPS meta.
Oh!
Like, I can't think of what they would do to stop it. The shield meta is just that Zhongli, the former god of Geo, who is now penniless and annoying, he's also the oldest god of all of them. And he has an eidetic memory. Get depressed.
Interesting.
He talks about erosion a lot, and he looks very, very tired. Hence why he faked his own death. I should say gods actually can die. It's really hard to do. But yeah, he was saying something, and I've forgotten what I was saying now.
Oh look, coal. I could have made more over here and avoided the swastika.
Good job.
Nice going, Sequan.
Well, you don't have plans to build any showers, do you?
No.
Are you sure?
Let the record show that you made that joke, not me.
What do you mean? I don't know if your Matroska brain humans need showers or not for their robot bodies.
Not really a Matryoshka brain if you have robot bodies.
Let's get down to business.
Yes.
How are you like this?
No, not you. It's a bug in my pathing for belts.
I'm trying to find these pearls, but the way I find them is I have a character that puts on the map anything that's an Inazuma special material, which includes pearls, but it also includes like these sea cucumber things and a bunch of other crap I don't need. They're not actually sea cucumbers. They're sea Ganoderma.
Don't hurt yourself. Okay, so there's iron. Now I have to go back to decide how many freaking magnets I'm gonna make. Okay, one magnetic recipe. One iron, 1.5 seconds, one magnet.
This is starting to sound like when I play Minecraft. You know how many spruce logs I had in my Minecraft thing? There's something. I think it was it's like 50 million spruce logs or something. Although I might have made it to 500 million. Not sure.
Let's work backwards. I need to make 2 per second in order to produce magnetic coils. And I'll produce those at a rate of 2 per second as well.
It's very fiddly, but with applied energistics and whichever Mind Factory related thing gives you DSUs or deep storage units, you can get them to interface with each other. You just have to make sure the DSU never gets emptied.
6 makes 4 per second.
So by combining these things, and putting a special little buffer on the DSU so it can't be emptied, so there's always one in it, you basically... a DSU has this magical ability that, as far as I can tell, it seems to be able to store an infinite number of a single thing. So
12.
when I figured out how to get my computerized item database thing to interface with it, I had a very good time.
2/3 per 1 second. So if I want to be doing 6 per second, 8.
Here, do you want to see the dog character?
Sure, why not? So
Here he
I need
is.
8.
Go and climb.
I'm not actively. Quality is really bad.
Oh, is it?
Up scanning.
Sorry, I'm trying to zoom in and it...
Well, no, if you just stop changing the screen, it would sharpen up.
Here's our dog boy.
Okay.
He's a bow user.
Yes.
The only Geo bow, though. That's a new thing. And he's a commander. So he has these weird things that help groups, like this little thing, which puts a little dog paw over whoever's in the field and gives him some sort of boost. There's such weird stuff in it. There's some more pearls. Or not. That pearl's taken. Oh, did I miss one here? Yeah, I missed some in the water. Whoops. Trying to make... Oh, I'm about to drown. Trying to make sure I get every pearl. I have drowned in the most shallow water in this game.
Let me try.
If you run out of
Try
stamina
not
in the
doing
water, you drown. So if you run into the water, you will just drown. Very funny.
Oh, look, my last splitter.
Okay, I think I probably have all of them, so I'll just get the ones that are near the palace and a pool. And then we'll see how short I am on pearls. Pearl. Pearl. Not too many in here. Pearl. Actually, there's a bunch in here. Pearl. Pearl. Okay, that's that. Let's see how many pearls we have left to get. Oh wow, we are now at 46 out of 60. I think we used to be at like 11 out of 60. So next time the pearls respawn, I should be able to get enough. Of course, actually getting characters optimized is quite expensive. Have I told you about the worst thing about about trying to get the characters set up? I think have I explained constellations to you before?
It's probably something I'm familiar with, but because mobile games don't do anything unique anymore. But go ahead.
When you get a character more than once, it gives you it unlocks a constellation for that character, and there's like 6 constellations for every character. The 5-star ones, good luck ever getting one. About being a whale. I just caught a loach. But in addition to that, there's the artifact system on all the characters. There's 5 artifacts they can hold, and there's a 2-piece set and a 4-piece set bonus on the artifacts. They give them a special effect. The artifacts have randomized stats. Some parts of the artifact stats are fixed, and some parts have limited pools that they can be random from, but the sub-effects pretty much are universal, I think. And universally random wide set. They have everything from like plus HP or plus attack or plus defense that's percentage based or not percentage based. You want percentage based, by the way. So getting optimal artifacts and then leveling them up by merging other artifacts into them, it's a real pain in the ass.
Sounds like a gotcha game. Second level. Everything.
Why are the prop hunts still going? It is. It's got 2 days, 5 hours left. Do you want to see prop hunt?
I'm alright.
Oh, actually, these character trials here, they give you rewards, only have 19 hours left. I better do them.
I really want to get what I came out here to do done. Alright. So that's magnets. Now I need magnetic coils. If I can produce
My
some
network
maximum-
store is shitting itself again.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Yes, but I can't do that in the middle of streaming. My stream is now unwatchable, motherfucker.
Observe! Yeah!
God, I hate this fucking internet.
Steady as stone.
Move to the city.
No,
Fair enough.
it's not. The internet used to be fucking fine. It's just now it's fucking shit.
I'm like a leg.
Call and yell at Spectrum. Nothing else to make it
What we
feel
have
better.
to do is bring the modem in, say this fucker isn't working right, and then they give us a new modem, But the whole time that's happening, not even counting the setup delay, we don't have internet. You have to take the old modem, go into the office, hope they actually have that replacement, by the way.
Can't you just get your own modem?
Leave it all to me.
Router, whatever?
Strike.
Gonna have them change the technology again?
I've been using the same router since I moved to this house, actually.
So if we had the router we had before, we'd be fine, but they changed them.
I need a new
Good
router.
night,
Find something. I got an old tank here. I want to get a Ubiquity.
They changed the Dioxys or whatever. They needed like Dioxys 3 or something. It's some cable shit.
Steady as.
Yeah, Sparklight told me about it too. That I said your router is not on our list of supported routers. Okay, well I'm getting full speed anyway, so I don't care.
It's not the router, it's the modem.
Whatever.
And the idea is they'll actually turn off support for the old one eventually.
Well, mine's actually having problems. It's on its way out the door. It's too old. I need a new one in any case. 2,
Yeah, my
3,
fucking stream is unusable.
4,
Fucker.
1.
Oh
2.
god, I'm gonna...
Raise unholy hell.
What the fuck am I supposed to do? Hold on. Send a message.